Hey everyone, and welcome to our Clips and Highlights channel. If you want to keep up with everything Kyle and I have going on, make sure you subscribe to the main Grinding Gear YouTube channel, which is where we actually do these streams. That's right, we stream right here on YouTube. Oh, and sub to the Grinding Gear podcast. Apple, Google, Spotify, really any podcast platform. We're probably there. Thanks. This is a good-ass story.
It is.
It's a good mix of like solid Final Fantasy XIV drama, but it's also a good mix of like lightly like the fun kind of corny anime revenge shtick that I really like.
Right.
Like especially in mech anime, like this is an effective mech anime.
No, they're towing the line. Like this is obviously heavy shit, but they found a way to, with the battles, with the energy of the different characters, not keep it fun maybe, but it's entertaining, right?
They're not losing the fun,
Yeah.
even though, you know, there's heavy themes. Like there's still a lot of like, was I wrong to kill you that day, guy? Like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah. First of all, F you, but also I'm glad you exist because I love this kind of character shit. Like it's just, yeah, entertaining.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it, Dallas. Yoshi P is a big Gundam nerd. Whoa, we can tell. Yeah, and it's quote unquote just side content, right? Like, yeah, I can't imagine liking Shadowbringers, or sorry, I guess guys, this isn't really important to Shadowbringers, but I can't imagine like enjoying the story of Final Fantasy XIV and skipping this. Like, Gaius is such a good character, and to miss this would be criminal.
I found a triple triad guy.
For fuck's sake.
There's a triple triad guy back here. The secret discovered. Everyone's trying to drop hints about Easter eggs. This is the real Easter egg. I found it right here. Damn your kids.
God.
I don't care about the kids. It's time for triple triad.
All right, everybody. Quick story time. So you just know how awesome Katie is. So this little guy right here, this is our oldest Chihuahua, Bailey. Yep. Yeah, I know you're cranky. You're very cranky. Katie was trying to find him. He's old. He can't see very well. He just kind of wanders off and takes a nap somewhere. He was in here with me. And so Katie came in trying to find him. This is while we were in the middle of the boss fight for the Emerald Weapon. I was very focused. And Katie noticed that Bailey had taken a dump right
behind his chair.
Right behind my chair. So when I went to go fill my water, Katie comes out and she's like, "Did you notice that Bailey shit behind her chair?" And I'm like, "No, I definitely did not notice that." So somewhere in the middle of that boss fight, I don't know, maybe if you look really closely, you'll see Katie sneaking in behind me to apparently pick up the turd that I never even know. No, I did not smell it. Bailey's shits are so tiny and dry now. Like he's very old. His poos are very small and
He's like a squirrel.
yeah, it's kind of like a squirrel poop.
However squirrel poop is.
Yeah, they don't really smell. Zelda is on the other hand.
Zelda stinks up the whole house.
You know exactly when Zelda went. Yeah. We recently received word of your victory over the Emerald Weapon. I expect it was another fine display on your part. Not that any of us were there to see it. For that reason, we'd be grateful if you could give us a blow-by-blow account, if you wouldn't mind. They should do a cutscene of you, like, everyone gathering around and you, like, getting all excited, talking about your
Telling the
adventure,
story.
and people clapping, and someone gasping in shock. Like, good grief, it sounds like an awful lot to contend with. Rather you than me. I shall add this to our ever-growing stack of reports, should anyone wish to review this information ahead of the next sortie. Now, if I may say so, it looks like your ordeals have taken their toll. We'll let you know if anything requires your attention, but until then, be sure to get some rest.
Money.
Money!
Oh, meanwhile?
Oh, we gotta get back to Milkman.
Yeah, meanwhile. Oh, yeah, we got the correction chamber. Perfect.
The beatings will continue.
Yep, until milk improves.
Look at that mofo, right? That's a good writing animation.
It's not too bad. I mean, it's already written, so, you know.
It's already written, yeah. Listen.
He's spell checking it. He's doing some homework.
3 weapons. 3 pitiful displays of ineptitude.
Oh, check out the back of his head. It's hands. Got hands on his head.
He got oh no, he's got hands.
Yeah, look at that. That's a nice helmet.
Someone yelled. I think it was Alphonse.
Ooh.
To make matters worse, one of my prime candidates, your precious sister no less, has escaped. Oh my God!
Making
They made
the
a kid
do it.
Dude.
Yeah.
And who should she go crawling to but that swine Gaius? After everything I've done for her. And this is how she repays me? As her older brother, it's your responsibility to instill some discipline in her. And you've failed miserably. Oh, his hands. Oh, man, that kid ain't gonna grow up right.
No, he will not. You think, like, they call them formative years for a reason.
I'm sorry. I just you're looking at this kid, he told the tortured him.
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to react?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're on fire tonight. Oh. So is Alphonse's back skin. Sorry. Well, don't just stand there, boy. Oh, of course. It's your first time, isn't it? Come along. There's no need to be shy. High frame rate shadow. I guess the people...
Well, like the glow, the light on
yeah.
the forge, too, is really nice.
Oh, we got like a custom face. That's looking good.
Oh, the sweet smile.
You see, something wicked has taken hold of this young man, and it's our job to cleanse his troubled spirit. Oh, the glow on his face is good. It may look painful, but it is the only way, I assure you. He'll be ever so grateful. And you want him to get better, don't you? There's a good boy. Now let's try again, shall we? Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad.
No one's singing with him? Yep, that's it. That's what he wants.
Burn out the bad.
Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Yes. Burn out the bad.
The bad.
Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Wow.
You don't have a voice changer that makes it sound like multiple people, do you?
No, I most I could do is an echo.
That's not creepy at all.
No, I mean, it's basically just a checklist at this point.
God, what a creep. Well done. You've all made Father proud. Very proud indeed. Oh my God.
Wow.
The teeth in this game get me, man. Every individual chicklet. As for you, I thought you were a cut above the rest of the savages, but it appears I was mistaken. And since you allowed that wretched sister of yours to escape, it falls to you to act as her replacement. I choose you as the next pilot, and your mission is simple. Kill Gaius Van Balsar, whatever it takes. And if you so much as entertain the idea of betraying me again, I'll exterminate every last one of your kind. Like the vermin they are. Okay, sometimes they push the faces a little far.
I liked it. It was a good little wind up for it. I like the
Well-
crooked smile.
Dude, the mouth just creeps me out. It just straight up creeps me out. Having said that, we will be forcibly initiating Oversoul using Xenos' combat data. So whatever schemes you may be hatching will never come to pass. All you need to do is sit back and let the synthetic aura sight system do the work, with you as its conduit. You should thank me for allowing you to become a part of my masterpiece. Your worthless existence will finally have some semblance of meaning.
Nice, dude. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Valen's troll face. That's a good way. It is very troll face.
Oh, Valen, our preparations for the Oversoul trial are complete. We await your orders.
Your brain just says, helmet, muffle. Splendid. There's never a dull moment around here. Now then, boys, would like to see something special. Come along, everyone. Father has secrets to share with you.
Just gonna go do some curls or something.
It pains me to read these lines.
You're doing great. I love your read.
I agree with Siffy and Chad. Please, someone call the cops. Yeah, I'd still be laying on the ground too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Who closed the door?
There's a little button noise. It almost sounded like he hit a little button. I agree. It was a well-animated scene, and they kind of, skipped on the end. There could have been a door closed, but they did have a little button sound effect.
This is my chance. And it's all thanks to the sacrifices made by my dear siblings. Finally, the weapon will be mine to command. Once it has reached perfection, it will be unstoppable. First Valen's, then the Empire itself will fall, and we will be free at last. Father, keep Ali safe. Oh, that's a nice touch.
Nice.
Sandia, Rickon, Rex. I'll see this through to the end, I promise. Until then, watch over me. Kyle, do I need to stop eating bread to get abs like that?
Yeah, it's mostly cutting.
Ah.
Yeah, it's basically all cut.
Damn it. Oh, get the kids away from this dude.
All right, surprise for the children. Let's go.
So, is it ready or not?
The trial sequence is prime, sir.
Then get on with it.
Initiating synthetic R-Sight system. Downloading diamond weapon simulation.
I think that was loading. Downloading would, infer the existence of an internet. Oh, what's going on? You're helping us with a little research is all. Whatever your name is. The time has come for you to contribute to the glory of Garlemald. This isn't what we agreed. You said that if I took part in the experiment, you'd let my family go. And we've got the family.
Yep, they got the family.
We got them right there.
It's just a check. Like I said, it's a checklist.
You have Xenos' data loaded, yes? Activate Oversoul and be quick about it.
Understood, Lord Valens. Galvus combat sample ready. Initiating organic core override.
The neck just grows a beautiful mane of blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep, it was fast. Yeah!
Thank you, Kyle. You can, by all means, you're in the
My
mood.
mind just know. If this is what you take to protect your brother, I love you. I'm so sorry.
What? Oh, yeah, he's like
Got the combat data.
pustules, like growing, like hulking out of his mind. Getting that big Xenos booty.
Where is my prey? Organic core override complete. Xenos Ye Galvus data loaded.
This subject is instinctively bound to seek out prey. Right from the outset. Regardless of the combat prowess it may boast, I need an obedient servant, not a ravenous beast. Enough. Shut it down.
Deactivating synthetic aurosite system.
She's got awesome braids. Ugh.
Yep. Oh, it's big.
What? It is big. How revolting. And what a mess it makes of the cockpit. Adjust the settings and prepare for another run. Fortunately, we have the next test subject ready and waiting.
Of course you do.
Well, it's Alphonse, isn't it? Oh, no.
No,
He's gonna,
yeah,
like,
but-
shove the wife in
yeah.
there?
But sir, you agreed to release his family in exchange for his cooperation.
Well, that's an animation.
At least he's having fun, you know?
My. I never knew you had such a wonderful sense of humor. The great Valens Vinvaro bargaining with savages? More fool him for trusting me in the first place. Well, that should have come with like a warning many cutscenes ahead.
I am enjoying him. He is over the top. He's so villainous. It's wonderful. So far gone. Let's kick his ass someday.
That's some maximum T for trauma.
Add him on the list. Let's kick his ass someday. Put him on there.
Just put him in the ground.
Yes. Excellent.
You know, canonically speaking, if they're loading Xenos' combat data, the second we see the final weapon, it should just try and hug us.
Well, you know, pray.
You know,
Yeah, be
loves
excited.
the Warrior of Light so much.
Oh, okay.
This trial series rules.
Yeah, no, this is really well done. So is this would be in memory?
I'm assuming this is the next. This is the
No, we
start
get to
of
do
the
this as
final
part of
one?
5.4.
Oh, okay.
So let's see what's in
do it.
memory.
Val, Tuna, I was hoping I might have a word with you. Ever since Turncliff was liberated, we've been sending troops to aid in getting the town back on its feet, helping the residents, that sort of thing. We Alamegans know how hard a life can be for a society struggling to stand on its own after years of Imperial rule. A lot of what most people would take for granted has to be rebuilt from the ground up. While we're able to assist when it comes to providing basic resources and keeping the place safe, there are countless other problems that need attending to. If you can spare the time, we could use your help. Bless you, Valentuna. You're really saints. I'm sure the people of Turncliff will benefit from having someone like you guys around. Once you're ready, have a word with your usual escort. Wish you guys the best.
The usual escort.
Like Fingleberry's message. It's always fun to see the slow transition from, oh, it's Gundam to, oh, it's Gundam. Yeah.
We're having
it's
fun
pretty
here.
Freaking accurate.
I mean, same thing with Evangelion, right? Like, this will be a fun. No one's having fun.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. The sexy teenagers and freaking robots.
Yep.
Oh, God. The trauma teenagers and bad dads.
Oh, great. Horrors beyond my imagination.
Yeah, it's oof. I want to hang out here. Like, why can't there
Yeah,
people
no,
come
this
here?
would be a good photo op. This would be a good hangout zone. Yeah, I agree. I'm talking to the despondent civilian.
I am too.
You're the one who piloted the War Machina and defeated the Sapphire weapon, aren't you? I thought so. I've heard much
You're the one
about
with the
you.
hat that's too big for your head, aren't you?
Well, it's a little big, but you wouldn't have to worry about ears? Like the hat's kind of chilling in the... Do they have ears? No, they have head horns. Wait, do they have ears?
They have seashells.
Yeah, but I've never really thought about it. I guess they have ear holes somewhere. Because they could have ears. Horns aren't ears.
Okay. All right. I regret getting into this.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I thought so. I've heard so much about you, but I doubt you know who I am. My name is Avilna, and I grew up here. When I saw 16, I was put to work as a Magitech engineer. Thanks to you and yours, we were able to we are now rid of the Imperials, though I fear many of us will struggle to put the past behind us. For decades, we have suffered at their hands. Generations of young people were forced into the army and sent off to die in some distant land. I suppose I could be considered one of the lucky few. My work here keeps me away from the battlefield, and I hope my contributions might help the others live long enough to make it their home. In the end, most of them never returned. Though my efforts were in vain, I can at least honor their memory. I want to leave something behind for their sake, to prove that they haven't been forgotten, a monument bearing their names. To ensure that not a single person is omitted, I need to see an official list of conscripts. If one still exists, it would be inside the Imperial facility beneath the town. But when the Resistance troops and the Ironwork engineers closed off the place, I can't get near it. Perhaps you might have a few words with them for me? I'll leave as soon as I find the list. Thank you. I'll follow your lead.
I see. It's a bit unusual for one of the locals to show an interest in the Imperial's leavings, but it seems she has her reasons. Since we're still carrying out our investigations, we've closed the place off to prevent anyone interfering. Considering it's you who's asking, though, I can hardly say no. Still, I'd better go with her, in case the others kick up a fuss.
You're very kind.
We've been, she like sabotaging or something. Something bad gonna happen.
I mean, you're not wrong to be cautious of this storyline going on, but could be innocent.
I don't trust anyone. I have trust problems.
I'm sorry for any trouble I caused. You have my thanks.
I like the iPhones coming off my my elbows in my
Yeah,
plug suit.
yeah.
Think nothing of it. I was glad to help.
So you can... As I suspected, the Imperials kept detailed records of the local conscripts. One name in particular stood out to me. My friend, Milisandia. I had no idea she'd been assigned to the 7th Legion, of all places.
I'm gonna ask how'd you know her.
Yeah.
So I heard enough about beatings today.
Yes. It all began while we were serving together in the 14th Legion. We had much in common, both been drafted from the same occupied territory, and we soon became firm friends. Then one day, she was sent to fight in Eorzea, while I remained here. The day before she left, she came to say goodbye, together with her foster siblings from the orphanage. The youngest one, Recon, was particularly upset about not being allowed to speak with their adoptive father, Gaius von Belzar, before departing. It was actually another of his orphans, Livia Sans Julius.
Livia.
Who forbid them from seeing him. I can't say for certain, but it seemed that Livia had a strong attachment to Gaius and wouldn't let anyone near him. As far as I could tell, he tried his best to keep Livia at arm's length whenever possible, but her devotion to him was bordering on obsession, and she became extremely jealous the slightest sign of affection between him and her other wards. Others, however, treated them far more kindly. In fact, the Prefectus Castorum of the 14th Legion came specifically to meet them. While I was surprised that a Rogadin had risen to such ranks, I was even more taken aback by the unguarded manner of which he spoke with his subordinates. I had hoped that with people like him serving in Eorzea's front, they would be in safe hands. Then, the time came for Melisandre to leave. We shared a few final words, and then she was gone. It would be the last I ever saw of her. Oh, so we got a little background.
Yeah. Oh, that was the Cape Westwind guy?
Yeah, that was Double Shields. That was
old Double Shields?
Yeah. You know, but sir, I'm not born. It's okay because I'm cool. Kind of, you know. I like that scene. I like that scene a lot. After that, I was assigned to the Tiberinus Lactivacavius in the 14th.
Lataclavius?
Nero...
Tribunus Lataclavius. Sorry, it's just fun to say now.
Yeah,
I'm just having fun figuring it out. Ignore me. I'm sorry.
Skeva and I worked on restoring the ultimate weapon. I was even at the Praetorium the day it was destroyed, but I escaped aboard an Imperial ship moments before it came crashing down.
Well, thanks for being our Realm Reborn memory lane here.
Yeah. I eventually made my way back to Warlet, only to be drafted into the 12th Legion and continue work. What? Oh, to continue working on the weapon project. Even
Good
now,
try.
it makes me sick to my stomach to think I'd helped bring those abominations into the world. Using a living pilot to feed the weapon's core was part of the design from the very beginning. Of course, they'd never dream of subjecting a true-born Garlean to such barbaric treatment. Not when the 7th Legion has a ready supply of provincial conscripts ripe for the taking. The pilots were referred to only by their code names, and we engineers were not made privy to their true identities. Even with the list of conscripts, I still don't know who was sacrificed in the name of the weapon project.
I'm gonna go with that first one.
Yeah, the bomb's. I'm a Boy Scout, but it's a little too Boy Scouty. But what can I do? For years, all I've known is how to build tools of destruction. The 7th Legion is far from finished. They're biding their time, waiting till the right moment to unleash the final weapon. And when they do, they will bring naught but death and woe to all who stand in their way. Even after everything they've taken from us, they will still want more. If it weren't for the Empire, Melisandre would still be here. She was the kindest person I'd ever met, but to the Empire, she was another pawn in their game. I will never forget her. There's a way I can make a difference? I know there is. But first, I need to speak with members of the Ironworks. I have a feeling that war machina you used to beat the Sapphire weapon will be called into action again. Until then, there's still time to make improvements, and I intend to help. I'll still be here going ahead with the plan to build a monument. But stopping the Empire must come first. I hope Melisandre and the others can wait a little longer. Before I go, allow me to express my gratitude. I don't know what I've what I'd have done if it weren't for you. Until we meet again. Nice little flashback.
Yeah, and a little walk down memory lane without an echo.
Oh my god, you're true. Yeah, that's true. It's obsessive, huh? Well, how about
Obsessive?
that? Yeah.
What's
Old white warframe. Obsessive.
old white warframe?
Yeah, Olivia.
Oh. I mean, you don't say.
No, shocking.
So, how was your time in Turncliff? Oh, well, like every time I go, kind of depressing. I see. Fate has dealt her a cruel hand, but now she has a chance to make a fresh start. The same could be said of the whole of Turncliff. Seems the liberation of that one small town has become a pivotal moment in Wordlet's history. Perhaps it won't be too long before the rest of the region is free from the Empire. Naturally, we'd be honored to fight alongside the people of Wordlet. We won't rest until the Imperials are sent fleeing with their tails between their legs. Which is, of course, insensitive to the Aura who are living in Turncliff. Until that day arrives, we'll carry on doing our bit to support you and the others in ending the weapon project. I'll be sure to pass on any pertinent information. In the meantime, take care. But no telling us to rest.
Yeah, no rest allowed. Apparently.
Resistance offer tells us stop stalling and get to Endwalker.
Yep. Stop with all the resting. You've had enough rest.
Yep.
Well, what a fine quest.
Yeah, at least it wasn't like a bait and switch like the dude who just wanted bread and wine for his wife in Evilise.
Sure.
Was it even a wife? Was it a girlfriend? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
And then, good old, shit, what's his name? Hancock showing up.
Yeah. I mean, not that Nier hasn't been weird. Nier has been weird, but it's not quite
There's
as...
been a weird that I really, really
Yeah,
like.
it's not as verbose either.